Hi guys, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ashley and I share this channel with my 3 sisters, and I just moved to New York a few months ago, but I'm going home next month for Thanksgiving, and my sisters and I have some great stuff planned for you guys. So hit that subscribe button because I don't think you want to miss it. Well, if you love Christmas like we do, you don't want to miss it. Yeah, put it that way. But anyway, I'm coming to you guys with my 5 deep conditioning tips because I was chatting with one of my friends and I realized that some of y'all struggle with the same issues that I do, and namely what I'm talking about is this crown area, or maybe yours is located somewhere else. But I call this area my rough patch. And that's because the struggle has been real. Like, I've been dealing with dryness there and lack of definition. Now, the way I've stumbled upon an idea to fix this is I went to my stylist. I was getting my hair cut, and she basically, after I was talking to her about it, let me know that the hair was just more coarse there. And so I'm like, oh, okay, so it just needs a little more TLC or whatever. And so after some trial and error, I think I have it figured out. Obviously, after neglect over a long period of time, it's, I would say, kind of just damaged. I mean, hair gets damaged over time either way. But I'm getting definition back there. You can see that. But yeah, over time I think it'll just have to grow out for me to see the full health of my hair. But to see some curls and definition back there, I'm more than happy. Yeah, so let's get started. So tip number 1 is going to be to warm up your deep conditioner. Now, I'm not referring to protein treatments. Like, don't go and pick up an Alpha-G protein treatment, the 2-step protein treatment, and then put that stuff in your hair after warming it up. No, that would be crazy. If you use one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But what I'm referring to is going to be those moisturizing deep conditioners. Usually if you look on the back of the jar, it says something like, hey, this is even better if you use it with heat. Those are the ones that I'm talking about. I usually heat mine up with hot water from the faucet. If you so choose to put some water in the microwave and heat yours up that way, be very careful. Do not hit me up like, oh my god, I burned my scalp. Don't do it. Please be very careful. I'm gonna say that my recommendation is to use the hot water from the faucet, okay? Boom. Number 2, tip 2 is going to be to use additional heat. I personally like to use the thermal cap from Thermal Hair Care, and this is not in any way, I don't even know what they call them. Basically, I recommend this on my own type situation. Like, I've even bought these caps for people. Go ahead and invest in one. I do have an alternative method at the end of this video if you want to check that out. I used this method a while before I actually invested in a cap. Some naturals like to use steamers, some like to sit under a hooded dryer. Whatever you want to do works for you. All you're doing is allowing that deep conditioner, giving it more time to process, because heat is going to open up the cuticle and allow that moisture to reach the cortex of your hair and give your hair more time to just really suck up that moisture and really just love on your strands, you know? Okay, so yeah. Tip number 3 is going to be to make sure that you saturate and comb through your deep conditioner, right? So I want to make sure that if I have this, if this area is my problem, I'm going to make sure that I put deep conditioner all through here. I know a lot of the times they'll say concentrate on your ends, which is all good, but like, this area is a problem area too. So like, yes, my ends are weak, but so is this. So I'm gonna make sure that all of it is covered and that I comb it through so that the rest of my hair is covered as well. Okay? Tip number, what am I on? 4? 4, yes. Number 4 is going to be to make sure that whatever heat source you're using, that it has access to that problem area. Okay, what I realized is after I left the salon and I would go through my deep conditioning sessions, heat was not reaching this area of my head. So go figure, this wasn't really being deep conditioned like the rest of my curls. Okay, so when it was all coarse and upset and mad and limp, like that's why, because I wasn't taking care of that area with the same care as the rest of my hair. So what I do is I make sure that I pin my hair up loosely now, right? I want to make sure that this area gets heat. So maybe even 15 minutes into my deep conditioning session, I'll take the clips out of my hair, put the cap back on. I actually reheat the cap, put the cap back on, and allow that area to have time to deep condition and moisturize even more. Okay? Tip number 5. Top 5. Tip number 5 is, if you have the time, I would allow that deep conditioner to cool once you're done. So heat is going to open up the cuticle. The absence of heat, which is coolness, whatever, that's gonna allow your cuticle to close back up and lock in that moisture. Okay, so even before you rinse, go ahead and let the deep conditioner cool and then rinse with cool water. Right? Yeah. I find that when I do that, that step even makes a difference to all of my curls. I don't know, my hair just really, my hair be acting right when I get a good deep conditioning session. Like I can really tell the difference. But yeah, so those are my 5, that would be 10. Those are my 5 deep conditioning tips. I hope you found something in this video helpful. Let me know. If you're dealing with the same like issue of like a area that's just not acting right, let me know. Like I'm really interested to know how many other naturals struggle with this, since one of my friends came to me and when she mentioned it, I knew exactly what she was talking about, because the struggle. But yeah, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.